Alright guys, here is the last video of the day. We'll see how far I can get. Number 10. My vertex is at 1, -1. So positive 1, -1 would be in the fourth quadrant here. And my directrix is at y. Y equals, so I'm going to be crossing the y-axis at positive 1.5, which is up here. So my parabola is going to be opening away from there, which means it is also opening down. So I've got an x minus squared, 4p y minus. Let's plug in our vertex. So x minus 1 squared, y minus a minus 1 is going to be positive 1. Now we're going to figure out the distance between our vertex, which is at -1, and our directrix, which is at positive 3/2. So it's going to be 1 plus 3/2. So 1 would be 2 over 2, plus 3 over 2, that's going to be 5/2. Now remember, this number here is 4 times that p-value. So 4 times 5/2, 2 goes into 4 2 times 5 would be 10. Since we are opening down though, is it going to be positive or negative? It is going to be negative. All right, number 11, our vertex is at 2, 5. So say in here somewhere. And our directrix is at y equals 8. So I'm crossing the y-axis at 8. Since 8 is above 5, again, we're opening down for this one. What is our p-value? What's the distance between here and here? Distance between 5 and 8 is 3. So I'm going to have an x minus something squared. This is my 4p, y minus k. So x minus 2 squared, y minus 5. And this value here is 4p. Well, we said p was 3. 4 times 3 is 12. But again, since we are opening down, this one is also going to be negative. Vertex for number 12 is at 6, -4, down here somewhere. My directrix is at 25/4. Well, 4 goes into 25 6 times, so this is 6 1/4. Which means my directrix is crossing my x-axis at 6 1/4. So that's just past that vertex, right? What's the distance between 6 and 6 1/4? That p-value is 1/4. We're going to be opening away from the directrix, so we're opening left. That's going to be a y minus something squared. 4p x minus something. Let's plug in our directrix, so it's going to be x minus 6. Y minus a minus 4 is going to become positive 4. If my p-value is 1/4, we want 4p. Well, 4 times 1/4 is 1, so we're just going to have 1 here, which you don't normally write. And since it's opening to the left, we're going to put in a negative sign there. All right, number 13. Ooh, now we've got a focus and a directrix. So our focus is at 1, -3. And our directrix is at x equals 5. All right, what's halfway between the focus and the directrix? What's halfway between 1 and 5? That's going to be my vertex, right? And that vertex is going to be halfway between 1 and 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4 divided by 2. So we're going to add 2 to 1. So that's going to be at 3. And it's going to be at the same height as this focus. So the y value is going to be -3. Since this is my directrix, this is my focus, I know I'm opening to the left, which means I've got a y minus squared, 4p here, x minus. Plugging in our vertex, remember, this is the vertex we found down here. So x minus 3, y minus a minus 3 is going to become y plus 3. What did we say the distance was between this guy and this guy, or between the vertex and here? So distance between 1 and 3 is 2. Distance between 3 and 5 is 2. So our p-value here is 2. 4p is going to be 4 times 2, which is 8. And since we are opening to the left, this guy is going to be a -8. All right, 14. These are going to be challenging. I love this. You guys are ready for this. All right, our focus is at -9, 6. So -9, +6. Say it's up here somewhere. Our directrix is at y equals -2, crossing the the y-axis at -2. So if this is my focus, this is my directrix, halfway between these guys is going to be my vertex. So what's the distance between the focus and the vertex? So focus and the directrix. If my focus is at 6, it's going to be 6 plus 2 down here. The distance between these two is 4. The distance between those two is 6 plus 2, which is 8. Halfway between those two is going to be 4. So my p-value is 4. What's 4 beneath 6? That's going to be 2. So my vertex is going to have a y-value of 2. And it's going to have an x-value of that -9 because it's directly below the focus. At a height of 2, x-value is still -9. Since this is my focus and this is my directrix, we are opening up for this guy. And so we've got an x minus something squared is equal to 4p y minus something. Let's plug in that vertex. So x minus a -9 is going to be x plus 9, y minus 2. We said our p-value was 4, so 4 times 4 would be 16. Since we are opening up, it's going to be a positive 16. All right, that's going to leave us 15 through 18. Unfortunately, I don't have time to finish this tonight. I've got to get to an appointment for my child. So we will finish this up tomorrow night in one last video. Feel free to ask me questions about it tomorrow in class. And again, remember the homework that's posted with this on the internet after the notes, those are just practice problems, not due. You don't have to turn them in, but I strongly encourage you to do them before the quiz. Have a good night, guys.